Salutations from space and aloha from Earth, friends. This is Gemini Brett with Backyard Astronomy, or in this case, San Pablo Dam Reservoir, just over the fence astronomy, which means, with my apologies, this episode will likely be soundtracked by the cars because I'm standing pretty close to a pretty busy road at 4:44 a.m. on a weekday called Thursday, January 24th, 2023, Jupiter's Day. Well, we astrologers know days begin at sunrise, so this is the very end of Mercury's day, miércoles, and I'm here to try to catch that trickster, to see Mercury as a morning star before sunrise. I'm also here to show the morning constellations, or the constellations of the zodiac and ecliptic that are available at this time of year, with the sun in the early degrees of tropical Aquarius. So like here's the Scorpion, who follows the scales, and the priestess, like this bright star Spica or Chitra, and we'll find the lion over there. But before I align with the mission of the day, like I'm also here to try to see the green comet in space with my face, I always connect in by getting directions. So in the northern hemisphere sky, we are so fortunate in our day and age to have a star that is so strongly aligned to the North Celestial Pole, and therefore to the true direction north. And the Big Dipper, this asterism of Ursa Major, the Big Bear, points the way. The Big Bear, I think that is. I haven't had a big beer in like 11 years. Anyway, this is the Dipper here. Might seem upside down from what you're used to. Well, everything is spinning around Polaris here at the bottom of the screen. So, in a quarter of a day, that Dipper is going to be over here with its tail pointing up. It won't be seen at that time because the sun will be up, but in other seasons it's seen in that configuration around this time. Half of a day from now, the Dipper is going to be down below Polaris. Okay, so these pointer stars show me Polaris, pole star, because in our day and age, Polaris is aligned with the North Celestial Pole. And it is the tail star of the Little Bear, Ursa Minor, or of the Little Dipper, which you see here. There's the tail, there's Polaris. Now this comet is between Polaris and Thuban, the snake star of Draco. I think this is the comet here, maybe. I'm excited to get a zoom lens out. But first, friend, connections through getting directions. One more thing I'll say about Polaris is that the altitude to Polaris, or to your celestial pole, also if you're in the southern hemisphere, is equal to your terrestrial latitude. So I'm currently at San Pablo Dam Reservoir in California's Bay Area, about 38 degrees north of Earth's equator, like Athens, Greece. And that means that Polaris is 38 degrees of altitude. The horizon is 0. The zenith directly above our head is 90. So about 4/9 of the way up is Polaris here locally. If you're at Santa's place at the North Pole, 90 degrees latitude, North Star will be at the zenith above your head. If you're at the equator, 0 degrees latitude, North Star will be on the horizon, 0 altitude, you see? And the way the sky spins will shift from one place to the next. Okay, so I've got directions. I mean, typically I would draw a line in the sand or something like this. What I'm going to do instead is just align this camera and this tripod And I know that it's facing north. I didn't even know that this is worth our time, since you likely won't be able to see this anyway, but let's crank the ISO. All the students in my class will receive some written information about how I work with the directions here in the Northern Hemisphere. I always start in the north. The below that I see that hosts the midnight sun, the womb and the tomb, where the sun begins the daily climb but ends the daily fall. And I reach down into the northern ground and connect to the foundation, the roots, the ancestors, the ancient ones, and ask them to support me in my works, the roots. And then I will turn sunwise and bring those roots up to the rise in the eastern sky. How can I rise in new ways? How can I stay connected to the old ways, but bring a new voice? The eternal fountain of youth, the ram horns rise of the eastern sky. And youth, and we bring that curiosity and learning of new beginnings here to the reach in the southern sky. How will I be seen? How will I give light? How will I offer fruits from this tree that is planted in the roots down beneath? That can be a tedious thing. So remember, what goes up must come down. We rest in the west, come back to earth, put our feet on the ground, go into the darkness when we follow the way of the sun back to the roots in the north. Usually I'll do this facing that way, but so you can see if you can. I then reach up to the above and also simultaneously down beneath my feet, up above the unique, the particular. Only where I'm standing is that star above right now, and this will change so quickly because Earth spins so quickly. But there is a place at the center of the Earth that is steady, this place that we all share, the above, the particular, the below, the whole. And I'll bring that energy from that one place, that center of Earth, up, while I bring the energy of the above down and meet in prayer at the heart, the seventh direction, which is the first. Connection through getting directions is my practice. I recommend you have yours before the reception of the lights outside and the reflections of what it might mean.